Hello and good morning. This is JudyAdele and I am here to do a music reaction video to Liliac's just released song, Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. I wasn't able to be on their actual premiere and do all that fun stuff, sadly, but I'm here now. So I did go check out the original video because the White Stripes is a band I know exist and I know I've heard some of their stuff. This is a song I'm not very familiar with. So I did go watch the original song and the original video, and I'm excited to see what Liliac is doing with it. Let's check it out. It already starts out differently. I love the visuals and the light from behind. That's awesome.
Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off.
I love her just sort of casual, the tone of her vocals and the hair thing and the way she says the Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back just strikes me as I got this. I don't need to brag about it. We're good, but it's just a fact. Deal with it, people. Anyway.
Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off. Taking their time right behind my back. Yeah, I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget.
Fun.
Back and forth and through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my eyes says leave it alone. Ooh, yeah. Another Seven Nation Army.
Oh, fun. Okay, so this is fun because the original version less full of instruments, less people, and it's very kind of raw and simple, and I don't know, the word muted comes to mind, but I don't mean that in a negative way, the original version, and it's really fun how they have kind of rebuilt the song and really filling it out. So again, so far, both versions have their own charm, and this one has just a fun energy, and the instrumentation and the changes they made are great.
Don't wanna hear about it. Every single word has a story to tell. Everyone knows about it, yeah. From the Queen of England to the House of Hell. And if I catch it coming back no way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feelings coming from my bones says
Okay, I want to go back to the broken mirror part because I remember this was something that was talked about that she got to break a mirror. So.
and the feelings coming from my bones says
Justin having to take one. Take a punch in the face for the team. Melody has just the overlay of the vocals in her sort of scream part. I'm just super impressed with how she does that. It just going back and listening to that a little bit again, I just really appreciate it. First, her voice is so strong and so good, and it sounds solid. It doesn't sound overdone, but just listening a little more to the details of the layering, it's just fun how she matches it so well. And I know that that's part of production, and I know that's just the part of the whole thing, but I just appreciate it.
Far from this opera forevermore. I'm gonna wipe the straw, yeah. Make the sweat drip out from every pore. And I'm bleeding right before the Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me, 'cause I'll think no more. And the stains coming from my blood is gone.
Her yell, like in that, I don't want to even call it a yell because I know it's more than a yell. It's just like almost has this like two-tone thing going on in it. It's interesting. It's cool.
Another seven nation
Okay, so the two-tone thing I'm hearing, I think, is multiple vocal layers that I wasn't paying the same attention to as before. Just going back and rewatching a little bit of the snippet of it. I love just the nod to the White Stripes with the clothing that they're wearing, with the colors that they chose. It's just fun, but at the same time, they just completely made it their own and, brought it to a really different level. And I do not know the songs well enough to say I don't know what the original intent of the of the White Stripes were like when they made something. So when you make something, you make choices sometimes tone wise or the sound of it, all of that, and they're doing it very different in very much Liliac style. And I like them both. I think if I was more familiar with the White Stripes music, I would probably place my, a lot of value in just sort of their choices of the tone of the song and sort of the level and what their meaning is behind it, which, and their intention. That being said, I like the simplicity of the White Stripes version. I really enjoy, and maybe because I'm more familiar with Liliac and have more of an attachment to Liliac, I really like what they've done with this. I really like the vocals. I love the layering of the vocals and the sort of the tone that Melody is bringing to it. Yeah, everything from not only the notes she's singing, but just kind of how the tone she's putting into her voice. And I love the instrumentation. I love the guitar solo. I really like this version. Musically, this one is much more, what's the word I'm trying to find? They come into the song with a much different strength where the White Stripes is more, it's just the drum, right? It kind of brings you in a little differently. But I love this. I really do. Because I don't have attachment to the original version of the song, I am looking at it a little more as kind of this direct comparison of both songs that I've only heard once. So it's a very different thing from like my perspective of this in how I'm thinking of songs, right? And how I'm thinking of somebody who's doing a cover, because this strikes me again as the not just doing a cover. This is taking it, and I don't think I would say reinventing the song exactly, but reimagining it a little bit and bringing it into very Liliac style, which is very, very awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love the energy. I love the production. I love the instrumentation. I'm very curious to know what those of you who are White Stripes fans, what you think about this version. Maybe in comparison, but just maybe as their own entities as well. So, all right. Well, thank you so much. Liliac does it again, as they do. Their original stuff is amazing. Their covers, amazing. All right. Have a wonderful day. Take good care and enjoy the music. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.